Hi, and congratulations on completing week 5, Understanding Hebrew Poetry. Now, our goals this week were to analyze parallel structures within Hebrew poetry, apply the interpretive methods utilized in the evaluation of poetry, and to evaluate different psalm categories, identifying elements of each type. Now, for assignment 5.1, it was a parallelism worksheet to evaluate different psalms and types of parallelism, specifically looking at Psalm 22. So you were to create a list of types of parallelism in Psalm 22 and explain your decisions. You should also identify 6 instances of figurative language and 2 instances of inter-psalm connections. So on the first part, I was looking for something like this that showed synonymous parallelism in verse 22. Save me from the mouth of the lion. You have rescued me from the horns of the wild oxen. This is synonymous parallelism between the first line and the second line. Mouth and horns are in parallel, in that both are animal parts. Save is in parallel with rescued, and both indicate that God will be saved from whatever his trouble is. I think that's not God. That should have been that mankind will be saved, by God. So then under parallelism, but I am a worm and not a man is a metaphor. And when you look at this metaphor, and you could talk about why and similes and hyperbole are all aspects of Hebrew poetry. So, and then also inter-psalm connections. And then I was looking for a conclusion and some engagement with outside research and or our reading. Then in assignment 5.2, it was another worksheet, a psalm classification worksheet, where you were to complete the provided worksheet and classify each psalm type and outline the elements supporting your classification. And it should have looked something like this, that Psalm 23 is a trust psalm, and then an in-depth analysis as to why it was a trust psalm. I was looking for outside research. I was looking for engagement with the reading. And I was looking for really a detailed understanding, as you can see here, looking at verses 1 to 3 and why it meets a trust psalm. And then we had a discussion to evaluate modern psalms and how songs of worship fit different psalm categories, and how we continue to use similes, metaphors, and hyperbole in our worship songs today, which is really what a psalm was initially. I thought folks did a good job on this assignment. There were some great psalms and some good discussion. I continually want to drive more and more on the discussion component, but I think we did a good job this week, and a significant chunk of the class is doing a great job on their ongoing discussion. I did want to see some outside research here. I wanted to see some engagement with the assigned reading for full marks. So if there were deductions, it would be for not quite enough engagement in discussion, in that there's a difference between making a comment and then engaging in discussion over the weekend. Second would be a lack, things I saw, a lack of engagement with the reading or outside research, or finally, not really discussing how you chose a psalm or a song and why you chose a specific song. So those were the areas of discussion. I appreciate all of your hard work in week 5. We're entering that last phase of the course. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with in week 6, and I'll talk to you soon.